Welcome back, my good friend, to a wonderful new day. Today, you saw that I have a notebook because obviously I don't know how to write a script, so I just kind of like cheated. And also, you might wondering, hey, Lynx, why are you wearing like that? You look like you just come out from like a Chinese fighting movie. Well, actually, I trying to be special, but I guess I'm not. But let's get to the topic. Today, I want to share with you about positive thinking. First, I have to introduce myself. My name is Lynx, and I am a master painter, and I use artwork to transform, to work on myself, how to improve life using art as a byproduct to cultivate the highest elevation of mind. So that's enough with the intro. So one of the someone asked me, links, how to have a positive thinking, or how can I have positive thinking in my daily life. So I want to share with you that to have positive thinking is not easy, and it's also not overnight, and it is possible. Don't ever think that to be always be positive is not possible. It is very possible, and I want to share with you my take on how to have positive thinking. Number one, we want to be positive, but somehow we have negative thought, and it just ruin our life. Our life has so much suffering because of negative thought or negativity, and we don't want that. We want to change. How come I want to be positive but I cannot? And you have to, the number one is you have to remind yourself, I am not good enough. And you might not like this, because what is I'm not good enough have to do with positive thinking. You put two people in the workplace, and there is a situation occur, and you have negativity, and the other person has a different point of view. They have a different take. They are not suffering. They have positive thought. They take the situation to the advantage. They see the situation as an opportunity to growth. But for you, you see that as an opportunity of suffering. You see the same situation as the other person, but you have negative thought, you have negative thinking. You you are overwhelmed with negativity simply because we are not good enough, or should I say, I am not good enough. So whenever you have negativity or you have negative thought, remind yourself, I am not good enough. This gives you an opportunity to work on it, to improve. And that's how I meditate in my daily life. I recognize something that I'm not good at, then I work on it. The same with negativity. When we go out and you hear someone complaining or someone say something, if you or indulge in negativity, or if the negative thought arises, just tell yourself that because I'm not good enough, so I have this negative thinking. I am here to work on it. So, for example, a customer complain about your work ethic. Automatically, our first instinct would be we have negative thought, we have indulged in negative thinking. Instead of saying that, in our mind, we should have, thank you very much for the opportunity. I am not good enough. Therefore, this situation occur. Thank you for your feedback. I will work on it. I will work on myself. I will focus on it to improve myself, to work on that. So just recognize, look at all of the moment that you go through in your daily life. You have experienced a lot of things, and sometimes you think that it is negative. Review yourself. The negative is not because life is full of negativity. No, life is neutral. Events are neutral. No matter how negative it might look, event and things in life are neutral. The way how we see it, we determine whether it's negative or positive. If we want to go in the positive direction, we need to learn how to grow and improve. So remind yourself, whenever there's negativity, remind yourself, I am not good enough, because the same thing happened to the other person. How come they are so happy? How come they're able to handle it with positivity? That's because inside we don't have that solidness. So negativity in life is an opportunity for us to grow and improve. Remind yourself, this is an opportunity for me how to learn to overcome myself to be stronger. So, whenever there's something happen in life that we perceive as negative, remind ourselves we are not good enough. This is an opportunity for me to use this to transform the way I think to be more positive, and also really apply it and work on our negativity. I don't want it this way, but because I have negative thought, so this is an opportunity. I want to fix myself. I want to change. Another way how to have positive thinking, or how to have a life full of positivity. According to the enlightened Saint Buddha Sakyamuni, he said everything in life is duality. Now, some of you might not agree with this, but I just want you to take this as a reference to observe everything in life. What does it mean that everything in life is duality? We look at our hand, there's the front side is white and the back side is kind of darker. Everything in life has two-sided, like the coin, anything. So what does this have to do with positivity? Well, the same thing in life, all of the events in life are also duality. This life is full of duality. So for example, when a situation occurs and we perceive to it as negative, and just recognize that what I said earlier, event or neutral. Well, LYNX, someone just stabbed someone in the chest. That's really negative. That's really bad. What is Buddha mean by duality? Don't ever think that we know. How do you know that someone stabbed someone in the chest is negative? What if the night before that, the person that gets stabbed had, like, for example, they have like some rare diseases and they just cannot handle the pain. So they go to their best friend and beg them, many hours that please take this suffering away from me. I signed the contract here to allow you to stab me right in the chest to relieve me from the suffering. So you see, from the third person perspective, from our perspective, we see something happen in life as negative. But how do you know that? How do you know that? For example, you have a flat tire and you say, darn it, this is a series of unfortunate events. But how do you know a flat tire might perceive as negative? But what if that further down the road, there might be an accident and you could be in that chain reaction that could cost your life. How do you know that? So in life, Buddha taught us life is a duality. Everything has two sides. Whenever event happen in life, remind yourself, even if it's negative, how can I see the other side of the coin? For example, if you have a flat tire, like for example, I have a flat tire many times before, and I tell myself, this is one of the quality that I can learn, one of the things that I can learn to be beneficial to my life. And I remember the first time I have a flat tire, I felt so miserable waiting for hours, and I don't even know to call my insurance to fix that. So I try to wait, and I try to do many things, call relative, call so many people, and then I wait for many hours, and then I decided, you know what, this is an opportunity for me to learn. After that first long craziness of having a flat tire, I went online doing research and all of that. Now I can change the tire in less than 10 minutes. I have changed my tire for over 5 to 6 times. But what I'm trying to say to you is, event happen in life, no matter if it's positive or negative. How can we see the other side? How do we see the positive side to give us the advantage? Again, let me go back to the workforce, something that we can apply in our daily life. We do something and a customer complaining to us, and immediately we perceive as negative. So can we tell ourselves that this is an opportunity? There must be a better reason. The only reason the customer give us the feedback is because they want us to improve. If we think in that perspective, that the complaint is for us to improve, oh, how wonderful our life is. Imagine if each day we go to work, we have 10 complaints. That means that we have 10 things to work on. That's a very meaningful life. For example, if you go through life and you have no complaint, that for me is a warning sign we are not growing. That could be trouble in the future. So I would prefer to go in life and had a lot of complaints, a lot of feedback, so that I can work on myself, so I can improve. That's called positive thinking. That's called the other side of the coin. Remember, any negative event happen in life, there must be a reason. How do you see the positive side of it? There's always a positive thing, positive side to every situation in life. It is for you to figure out what is that positive thing. I remember one of my co-worker dropped a piece of a cup onto the floor, and it shattered thousands of pieces, and she had a mental breakdown, and she said, this is it. She just stand there in shock, and she was just crying. And I said to her, don't worry. Thank you so much for the opportunity. I took the broom and started sweeping that thing up less than 3 minutes. You see, if we always think about the negative thing, if we see things in life as negative, we have no creativity. We don't put in the effort to fix that. If you see thing in life, everything in life give you an opportunity to work on improving and have this positive mentality, you always looking forward to going to work, looking forward to life. So number 2, everything is duality. Nothing is always positive and nothing is always negative. So whenever something negative, there's always a positive side to it. Now for the positive thing, also behind it is negative. So that gives us something to be cautious, not to have negative thinking, but to have cautious, to be aware. Number 3, when something come up, observe your mindset. What is the first thought that comes to your mind? For example, earlier when a cup dropped to the ground and break into 1,000 pieces, our first instinct would be, darn it, I broke this again. It's going to ruin my life. It's going to ruin my day. That's the first negative thought. So if you recognize like that, immediately shift your focus, because you don't want to do well in negativity for a long period of time. You have to tell yourself, thank God for this opportunity. because I am not diligent, I am not cautious. So this event happened, and it will help me learn how to be cautious, learn how to be diligent. Another way of thinking, if like this, thank God for this opportunity. I am grateful. This gives me an opportunity to switch my mentality from negative to positive. Or you can say that this glass broke. Oh well, then it was meant to be. I don't need it anyway, right? I have many mugs in my closet. Hey, so find something positive within the negative. Observe our first instinct. Whenever someone tell you, for example, I'm a painter, I remember someone come and said, "Links, I love your work, but this area here is so muddy. It's like so dirty." You know, of course, for artists, very easy to have egotistical mindset and said, you don't like my work, get out. I can use that. Observe my first instinct, the negativity arise in my mind. So I know right away I'm not good enough. Right away I am still have negative thought in my head. So that's an opportunity to appreciate the opportunity given so that we can change. So to go back to that situation, if someone said, "Links, your work is so muddy, it's really bad. It's like dirty. This spot right here, I don't like it." Then you can say, "Oh, really? I am so blocked. I want to be a great painter, to have a good painting, and thank you for pointing it out. Now I can fix this. Now I can make more vibrant color. Now I understand why nobody buy my painting." Right? You can transform the negative because someone pointed out the mistake. That means someone give you an opportunity to grow. How come you don't want to grow? So observe our first instinct. If it's negative, we need to have a warning sign. Uh-oh, negative thought, negative thought. How can we use that to transform our mindset? Again, to have positive thought is not overnight. To have positive thought is not in one moment, one word, or one day, but over many, many days and years and week and month of application. And for me, it's an ongoing application. Every single day I observe my mind as I go through work, go through life. I recognize a lot of negativity. But the most important thing is recognize it. If you're able to catch and fix it at the instant, that would be better. And just like the enlightened saints say, accumulation of feather can sink a boat. So as long as we work on fixing our negativity, as long as every single day we watch our thought, whenever negative thought come, we transform that, use that as an opportunity and said, "Thank you for the negative thought, because now it gives me an opportunity to transform that." When negative situation arise, you got to remind yourself, it got to be a better way. There must be a positive thing behind it. So that's the way. And so I hope that we can learn something today. Again, this topic is not for you. It is a reminder for me to learn how to see things more positively, how to have more positive in life by reminding myself to apply, to recognize negativity and work on myself, work on improving myself. Thank you so much for being here today, and I hope you have a blessed day. Thank you.